Hello everyone, Namaskar. Welcome back to Mom's Advice. I'm Monica. Today I'm going to give you advice on New Year resolution. You may also call them New Year goals for a successful, productive and a better 2021. हम वापस 2020 में जाके अपनी गलतियां तो सुधार नहीं सकते, लेकिन डेफिनेटली 2021 की शुरुआत बहुत बढ़िया से कर सकते हैं. So wherever you are supposed to be as a student, but let me tell you, this is the perfect time to have a good start and have some goals and planning for a better 2021. Before I give you some ideas for this New Year resolution, you need to make me a promise. You need to watch this complete video. और जब ये वीडियो खत्म हो जाता है, अगर आप मेरे किसी भी आइडिया से एग्री करते हैं तो आपको कमेंट सेक्शन में लिखना होगा I promise, and then you need to make and enter which idea you are going to follow for this year, so that we can have a check and we can keep the promise throughout this 2021. So let's check out more ideas. The most important person to keep promises to is yourself. So number one idea, please say loud and clear, I will pick up a new hobby this year 2021. Let me tell you, जब हमारी पढ़ाई चल रही होती है, पढ़ाई का खूब प्रेशर बढ़ जाता है, एक फिक्स रूटीन होता है, हर सब्जेक्ट को कवर करना होता है, खूब सारे सब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं, we really get bugged up. You know, we feel like, oh my God, कुछ नहीं हो सकता है, and so much of pressure. Now this is the time you need to add on one more additional subject which is going to help you out. So you need to promise that you are going to pick up a new hobby. This additional subject is hobby subject, and even I, Monica, I'm going to promise that I'm going to pick up painting as my new hobby for 2021. And let me tell you, I don't know ABC of painting. So you need to promise that you are going to pick up a new hobby. And definitely this new subject of hobby is going to refresh your life, bring a lot of excitement, and definitely will break the monotony. Number two, a very wonderful idea for this new year is say no to procrastination. In fact, आज का काम कल को टालना बिल्कुल ठीक नहीं है, लेकिन अक्सर हम लोग अपने आज के काम को किसी ना किसी बहाने से नेक्स्ट दिन के लिए टाल देते हैं, which is incorrect. So this year we need to take a resolution that we are not going to postpone today's work to tomorrow. अगर हम किसी भी काम को नेक्स्ट दिन के लिए पोस्टपोन कर रहे हैं, डेफिनेटली उसके कुछ ना कुछ नेगेटिव कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस हो सकते हैं. Now you tell me, are you dilly-dally in finishing your assignment, your school work? If that's the case, then you need to identify your procrastination habits and you need to work on that. It could be a habit where you want to have a ban over Facebook, or you want to ban even the YouTube. So, और कुछ भी habits हो सकती हैं. So give yourself a break from procrastination this year. And I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy your life as a student. Definitely you need to act and plan on daily basis. Number three, connect with your friend or a family member. It's very, very important. You have to have your own network. Strong communication is very, very important. आजकल हम लोग अपने फ्रेंड्स में जो आसपास हैं उनसे तो आसानी से बात कर लेते हैं, अपनी फैमिली मेम्बर से बात कर लेते हैं, but tell me, how many of you are trying to connect to a friend who is far off and also to a family member who is far off? You need to take your time and you need to promise that you are going to connect with far off friends as well as with far off family members. Your networking skill will definitely help you wherever you go. It's right from your personal life to the professional life. And the networking ability is also very helpful for understanding people as well as knowing the communication effectively. It will surely build a bonding between you and your people. Number fourth, do not waste money. The trick is be realistic and specific. Identify a small little thing, like it could be if you really don't require to buy clothes, please don't buy. And it could be if you have to go to the nearby place, you don't require to have a cab or go by bus, you can prefer walking. And these are the small little thing you can try it out, because you should know that finance management skills have become very important nowadays, because these skills are a fundamental of living a prosperous life. With small saving and investment opportunities all around us, every student can have deep knowledge of finance and learn investment, practice investment. बच्चों, पैसों की वैल्यू करो। आज तो मम्मी पापा कमा रहे हैं, सो आपके कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है, पैसे की वैल्यू नहीं करते हो, बट आपको बहुत जल्दी समझ आ जाएगा। I can only say that save money, because tomorrow this money is going to save you. Next idea is number 5. You can choose a guru. That is, you have to have a mentor. Mentor ऐसा होना चाहिए जिसके जैसा हम हमेशा बनना चाहते हैं। As a student, you are depending on your goals. You can have multiple mentor, but it's better to have a mentor who has skills which you want to learn. So promise yourself that you are going to find a mentor for yourself and going to follow his or her path. आपको पता है मेरा mentor कौन है? My mentor is my dad. My next idea is ask question. आप में से बहुत से बच्चे ऐसे हैं जो क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछते हैं। लेट मी टेल यू, आप लोग सोचते हैं कि कोई सिली क्वेश्चन है, अगर हम क्लास में सबके आगे पूछेंगे तो शायद सब लोग हमें बुद्धू कहेंगे, हमारे ऊपर हंसेंगे। आपको ये पता होना चाहिए, अगर आप आज छोटी सी हंसी के लिए अपने डाउट्स को नहीं पूछ रहे हैं, अपनी क्वेरी को नहीं पूछ रहे हैं, अपने क्वेश्चन को नहीं पूछ रहे हैं, तो आप हमेशा के लिए फुलिश रह जाएंगे। चॉइस इज योर्स। आज आप थोड़ी देर के लिए फुलिश बनना चाहते हैं या जिंदगी भर के लिए फुलिश बनना चाहते हैं? प्लीज आस्क क्वेश्चंस। Hence, this resolution is critically important for you, because asking question is very, very important for all these students. So give yourself authority to ask questions, as many questions as possible. Be it a silly question, it does not matter, as long as the question makes a sense to you. Number 7th idea which I am going to suggest is nothing but this year you need to promise me you will be more organized. Now let me tell you what is being more organized. इस साल आपको decide करना है कि आप सारे काम अपने organized तरीके से करेंगे. When you do things you're organized, like let's say for example attending your online classes, taking down your notes after each lecture, and sticking to the revision schedule before examination, or it could be anything. You're putting down the notes, keeping them in a proper place. अगर आप ये सब फॉलो करते हैं, you are going to definitely gain more number of hours, right? एक बात मैं कहूँगी कि अगर आप ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में अपने 5-10 मिनट लगा रहे हैं, किसी चीज में एक्स्ट्रा टाइम लगा रहे हैं, एंड ऑफ द डे फाइनली आप कुछ ना कुछ घंटे गेन ही करेंगे. यू आर गोइंग टू गेन मोर नंबर ऑफ hours when you really do that particular work. Let me explain you how it works. Let's say we are going to take the notes, right? And if when you take the notes, you need to write it properly, clearly, neatly, right? So you need to put extra time. But when you have to do the revision, when you are going through your notes, now your notes are very clear. You will not find any difficulty in reading your notes. Everything will be in proper place. So you will not waste any time in actually preparing for the examination. Similar way, when you keep your things in place, you are more organized. You know where your assignments are, where your projects are, where your notes are, where your textbooks are, where your other reference books are. You just put them in place. So the day you require anything, then you exactly go to that particular place and you know where exactly it is. So you need not to fetch anything. You are not going to waste any time. So you are going to gain time. So this year I tell you, you take a resolution. Promise me that you are going to be more organized so that you can gain more number of hours. Next idea is out of box. Let me tell you. 8th number is traveling, outing with your friends or any of your family members. That is, once in a year at least you need to move out with your family members or a year, because traveling जो हमें सिखाता है, that is tremendous, and we actually gain so much of confidence when we go traveling. So friends, I would say that you should try visiting at least one new destination every year to enhance your perspective of life. It's a good resolution to travel in a group for more excitement and fun, or you can travel alone to test your or challenge your inner survivor. Another very simple or same time I should say it is very important idea for your resolution number 9. Create your morning as well as bedtime rituals. This year 2021 I want my dear friends you all to slow down. You need to slow down to actually give some time to rituals and practice the rituals. Rituals are very important in our life. सुबह जल्दी उठना, सुबह जल्दी उठकर थोड़ा सा गर्म पानी पीना, भगवान को याद करना, अपने आप मेडिटेशन, योगा और आपके जो भी चॉइस का वर्कआउट है वो वर्कआउट करना, गुड ब्रेकफास्ट एंड देन प्रिपेयरिंग अ टू डू लिस्ट फॉर द एंटायर डे. So this is a morning ritual. Similarly, you can work out for your bedtime ritual also. Bedtime ritual is nothing but before you go to the bed, similarly you need to say thank you to the God for your entire good day. And then having some hot milk, having light dinner, saying no to the technology, no mobile, no TV, and in time से bed में जाना बहुत ज़रूरी है. So when you create your own rituals and follow them dedicatedly, definitely in this case also you are going to get or you are going to fetch more number of extra hours. Another wonderful suggestion I have for your resolution, that is number 10. Focus more on giving and contributing as per your capabilities. So as a student, what you can give? You can give your notes, you can share your knowledge, and let me tell you, जितना आप देते हैं आपकी चीजें उतनी ही बढ़ती जाती हैं. In fact, जब आप किसी को कोई भी कंसेप्ट समझाते हैं तो आपके कंसेप्ट्स और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग होते जाते हैं. सो आज ही डिसाइड करें कि इस साल अपनी कैपेसिटी के हिसाब से, अपनी कैपेबिलिटी के हिसाब से आपके पास जैसा भी है, जो कुछ भी है आप सबको देंगे, कभी ना नहीं बोलेंगे. सो दिस ईयर यू नीड टू टेक अ रेजोल्यूशन दैट यू आर गोइंग टू गिव. एज टू मूव फॉरवर्ड यू हैव टू गिव बैक. रिमेंबर दिस इन लाइफ. जो नेक्स्ट मैं आपको आइडिया दे रही हूँ रेजोल्यूशन का, दैट इज नंबर 11. वो आपको ये आइडिया बिल्कुल मानना पड़ेगा. दैट आइडिया इज नथिंग बट ब्रेक अ बैड हैबिट. आपकी कोई भी बुरी आदत है, एक बुरी आदत आपको 2021 में छोड़नी पड़ेगी. कोई भी आपके ऐसे बुरे साथ हैं, उस बुरे साथ को आपको छोड़ना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि बुराइयों को लेकर हम आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते हैं. आगे जाना हमारा मुश्किल हो जाता है. बुरी चीजें हमें फील नहीं होती हैं, बुरी हैबिट्स हमें यूजुअली फील नहीं होती. हमें लगता है लाइफ बहुत आसान है बुरी हैबिट्स के साथ, बट एक्चुअली लेटर ऑन आपको बहुत रिपेंट करना पड़ता है इसके लिए. ये बुरी हैबिट्स इतनी हेवी हो जाती हैं कि इनको साथ में ले जाना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. सो इट्स बेटर टू गिव अप ऑन योर बैड हैबिट्स एज अर्ली एज पॉसिबल. नेक्स्ट आपको याद रखना है कि आपके इस बार कोई बहाने नहीं चलेंगे. दैट इज नंबर 12. स्टॉप मेकिंग एक्सक्यूजेस. बच्चों, एफर्ट्स लगाने हैं, एक्सक्यूजेस नहीं देने. इसके लिए आपको याद रखना है स्टॉप कंपेयरिंग, स्टॉप ब्लेमिंग अदर्स. अपने आप को किसी से कंपेयर नहीं करें और किसी को भी अपने कामों के लिए ब्लेम नहीं करें. आपको किसी से डरना नहीं है. स्टॉप फियरिंग, टेक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, टेक एक्शन एंड सेट स्मॉल अटेनेबल गोल्स. All of you have to learn from your mistake. You need to make your weaknesses as your strength, and then you all have power to change. Try to visualize your success. It's okay if you're not perfect. You have only two choices. Either you believe on yourself or make excuses. I know you have all power. आपके पास विश्वास है, आपको अपने ऊपर विश्वास है. So this time you are going to actually make no excuses at all. Why? Because you all believe on yourself. My last suggestion, final suggestion for the New Year resolution, 13th one, prioritize yourself. That means आप सबने सुना होगा कि जो दूसरों का भला करता है तो उसका तो अपने आप भला होता है. But I'll put across in some different way. I'm very strong in that you have to prioritize yourself. आपको पहले अपना खुद का अच्छा सोचना है. जो अपना खुद का अच्छा नहीं सोच सकता वो किसी का अच्छा नहीं सोच सकता, और जो अपना खुद का अच्छा सोचता है डेफिनेटली वो किसी का बुरा नहीं सोचेगा, सबका अच्छा ही सोचेगा. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि हमें किसी का जानबूझकर बुरा करना है, बट सेम टाइम हमें अपने आप को प्रायोरिटाइज करना है, अपने आप को ज़्यादा महत्वता देनी है। Let me give you one example. Let's say if you're learning some new concept, first you need to learn yourself, then only you can make others understand that concept. अगर आपको कुछ नहीं आता है, आपके पास कुछ नहीं है, तो आप किसी को कुछ दे नहीं सकते. That means the priority, you need to give priority to yourself. You need to first take care of yourself so that later you can take care of others also. Today you need to promise yourself to commit and improve. Whether it is completing an assignment or trying to get the good scores or getting indulged in some productive activity, you need to give your best shot as per your capabilities. There is no elevator to the success. You have to take the stairs. So gist of all the resolutions is that you need to improve yourself and focus on your goals to make this 2021 more successful and more productive. So students, it's time to ponder. You need to remember a couple of things. First thing, the ideas or the goals you are choosing, those goals need to be realistic and appropriate as per your age. Second one, goal should be yours. आपका अपना own goal होना चाहिए which is achievable. And number 3, that depending on your age, how old you are, your number of goals could be more. Number 4, once you decide upon your goals, then stick to your goal to achieve. Number 5, have checks in between to follow up your actions. And number 6, you need to remember that you need to be honest with your goals, as your goals and resolutions have meaning and your struggle is your motivation. So have your best strategy to fulfill your goals. So this time mom's advice is, it's up to you to take a new year resolution. अगर आप ये resolution हर साल इसी तरह से repeated तरीके से लेते आ रहे हैं लेकिन उसको कुछ कर नहीं रहे हैं, तो it's time to take a break. Just prefer to do things in your own way at your own time. Hope you all love this advice. Mom's advice wishes you a glorious and a successful 2021. Stay tuned, stay safe. Jai Hind, Namaskar.